But we also see this financial crisis as an important warning as we realize that the world financial should not be controlled by a number of Americans, but should be controlled globally.
In this time of global financial crisis where most of the world is affected by it and where the crisis itself is seen as errors made by financial executives and their decisions, Lech Walesa has his own views on the cause of the global financial crisis, and one that focuses more on the changing of attitude of us as human beings. Okay, and as a former president of Poland and the country's force for change, do you think, I mean, we have democracy in Poland, but is the country on the right path? And what are Poland's biggest challenges that the future government must deal with?
With democracy, everyone is entitled to have their own opinion. Meanwhile, me, as the former president of Poland, see democracy as proved to be effective and overall is going in the right direction.
The priorities for the future that the government should deal with, especially in view of the current global financial crisis. How is Poland affected?
W niektórych miejscach musimy dokonać nowych wyborów, jak prezydenta I innych ludzi, którzy zginęli.
We are now faced with certain tasks due to the tragedy. First, we need to carry out election and assign other officials. Also, Poland needs to accommodate its people with good living, and Poland needs to focus on integrating with the European Union, and then needs to face the challenges of globalization.
Łączyć z Europą, aby zwrócić uwagę na globalizację I na wiele innych rzeczy.
But is the Polish economy affected at all with the financial crisis? I mean, are you worried with what is happening in Greece and perhaps the future of the European Union?
Kryzys dotknął wszystkie państwa I wszystkie narody.
Of course, the crisis affected many countries and in a way affected Poland too. But fortunately, as we have been very careful with our banking system, we somehow have coped with the crisis better than other countries.
Trochę łagodniej przejść przez ten kryzys. Ale kryzys ten bankowy odebraliśmy.
But we also see this financial crisis as an important warning as we realize that the world financial should not be controlled by a number of Americans, but should be controlled globally.
A cały świat miał jakiś wgląd do tego, by nie dać się kryzysowi podobnemu.
And we also consider the financial crisis as a warning that other further crises will follow unless the world is giving the right attitude toward this.
But do you still have faith in the European Union and the euro as a currency?
Ja wierzę, ale w inny sposób.
I look at it in a different perspective. Technology has developed so much that it is too confined for us to live in a small community.
Nie mieścimy się w państwie, w kraju. Na przykład państwo, kraj, nawet Indonezja jest za mała jak na telewizję.
As an example, Indonesia, as a big nation as it is too small for satellite television, for mobile phones, and for other information technologies. We cannot confine environmental issues in one single country as well as financial crisis. In that sense, we need to enlarge our structure. Like for Europe, we adopt this unanimous attitude not to every aspect of our life, but for the essential ones. So if you ask me if I believe in European Union, I simply believe that we cannot stop the progress, and the progress is to enlarge the structures of how we organize ourselves.